Hey everybody, I'm John Granado, and that's Josh Jordan. You can hear us on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5. You can also see Josh's work, sportsmaphouston.com. Hit subscribe. This is SportsMap Texans. We talk Texans all the time here. It's really cool. So we want you to get all of our content here on this channel. Hey Josh, all eyes are on the Texans. CJ Stroud. As we are taping this, he's in concussion protocol. If he is somehow cleared before Sunday, do we even want him to play?
I think it depends. If he returns to practice on Thursday and Friday, he passes protocol, then I'd be more okay with it. The determining factor for me, which we don't know, did he really suffer a concussion against the Broncos? Also, like we just don't know that, but I bet the Texans do. That would definitely influence my decision, but I don't know that. I will say this is a good example. Derek Carr has had two concussions within a month for the Saints. He came back 7 days after the second concussion. But here's the deal: he was limited on Wednesday and Thursday. Then he passed protocol, practice in full on Friday. Whereas CJ's not even out there limited yet. So if that's the case and he doesn't get a practice in, I think you gotta be smart about it and just roll with Case Keenum.
You know, I do know that on Monday he had an event and his mother took his place. And there was talk about the bright lights. He couldn't handle them yet. And if that is the case, the noise, the lights, everything that has to do with NRG Stadium on Sunday, I don't even want to risk it. Mike Florio has said, even if he is okay to return, you can make an argument for shutting him down. I think you can make that argument. The Texans have exceeded expectations. His long-term health is more important than even making the playoffs here. If they make the playoffs, are they going to win it all? The answer is clear no. They're not ready to win it all yet. I would love for them to have playoff experience, but I think CJ is more important than that.
Well, I mean, clearly he's the future of the franchise. But if he feels like he's ready, the doctors say he's good to go next week. I'm okay with it as long as he practices all week and he passes protocol. I'm good with it because really the Colts and the Titans game is what could really determine if they make the playoffs or not. If they lose to the Browns, it's not necessarily over, especially that Colts game if they can win that game. So if he feels okay and they clear him and the Texans feel like he's ready, then I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I don't know about this week though. Even if he is fine this week, I just say if and it looks like I think D'Amico is that kind of guy, and Casario is that kind of guy too. They care more about CJ's long term health and the health of this organization long term than they would about and hey they won with Case anyway. Does this change offseason priorities as far as protection or weapon?
I think you need a little bit of blend of both. I am a little more worried about protection heading into next year for CJ. If they can upgrade the O line, Titus Howard's hurt. You've had a lot of guys playing out of position. I'd love to see them either get some guys back or address the center position, just protect him up the middle a little bit better. But I also thought you might be able to blend that if you could find a tight end that's good at blocking, but is also a good pass catcher, maybe in the draft, somebody like a George Kittle with the 49ers. I think that could really help protect CJ and give him another target to throw to.
Yeah, I still think that you got another target and it'll make defenses more leery. Hey, you're fine with Tunsil on one side. Hopefully, Titus Howard, when he goes back to his position, you're going to be fine there too. You hope Kenyon Green is going to be better than he was his rookie year. You looks like you could. Juice might be a long term answer. You got Shaq Mason. You know what? I don't know that you need more protection. I think you got to stay healthy, and you would like more depth. But you're going to get more depth if Quessenberry comes back. You got Charlie Heck, who's probably we'll see whether or not he comes back. I still think you need a weapon. I still think that'll help him just as much. It'll help the running game just as much. Having a guy outside that's fast, that can be explosive, that'll help the entire offense. I'm still going. You need a big weapon in this draft.
Well, they're going to have a ton of money to spend. The cap's going up. You have, pretty much all your draft picks. Casario did a good job of at least having a pick in almost every round. So hopefully they can do a little bit of both and just, let competition win at the end of the day. And whoever the best guy is, get him in there. And yeah, the future looks really bright, especially if they can protect CJ. And like you said, get him another explosive playmaker. I mean, I wouldn't bet against this team going forward.